It happened long ago in the village of Umudinta, in the family of Mr. and Mrs. Theophilus Maxwell. They gave birth to two children, male and female. Their names, John and Lena. Mr. and Mrs. Theophilus Maxwell had been imparting and impacting into their children what it means to be a good Christian. They made sure they didn't skip any activity in their local church. They modeled a good lifestyle and character to their children. They had been teaching their children that godliness with contentment is a great gain. Don't receive things, gifts from people. What we have, we give to you. What we don't give to you, don't crave it. They also would tell their children that it had been appointed unto man to die once, and after that, judgment follows. Be careful the way you live your life. Beware and be careful the person you choose as friend, they would always tell their children. It was on the month of September. Lena had completed her grade 6 and was about to enter into high school, that is secondary school. At that time, her brother was still in grade 3. She was very happy. She was excited and would tell anyone, including her friends, that she's about to enter into secondary school, and everyone was happy for her. She has been offered an admission to study in Benevolent Hearts Secondary School, which was also a boarding school, and her parents quickly got her registered. The academic year took off, and Lena was the best in her class. She was so brilliant that all the teachers were proud of her. Her attitude and behavior toward her fellow students made all the teachers to wish that she was their biological daughter. Lena had a friend named Freya. Freya was a good child, but not as good as Lena. One afternoon, during their free period in class, Lena and Freya wanted to study in their school library, but getting to the library, they saw other students there making hell of noise. Lena and Freya hate noise. They hate noisy environment. So they decided to make use of the school hall. When they arrived at the school hall, they noticed an old cupboard on which was written, "Do not open." They wondered what could be inside the cupboard with an amazement. At first, Freya told Lena, "Let's open it and find out what is inside there." Lena refuses and said, "Let's focus on the reason why we came in here, to study our books." But Freya wouldn't listen. She curiously opened the cupboard. And do you know what she saw? She saw a small bag and took the bag to the dormitory. There is something in that bag. Lena didn't mind asking her what was in the bag. She just focused and studied her book. "Can I use it just for tonight?" Lena's voice was soft, almost begging, as she held her hand towards the lipstick on Freya's dresser. It was sleek, matte black, gold-tipped, unbranded, mysterious. The kind of beauty you didn't ask too many questions about. Freya hesitated. That lipstick, it's not mine, she said. I found it in the dressing room after the theater closed last week. It gives off a weird vibe. Lena scoffed. Come on, you are the one always telling me to be confident. Freya gave in. Fine, but return it. Promise? Lena applied it right there in the mirror. The deep crimson shade glittered on like silk. She gasped. Wow, I look expensive. The reflection stared back at her. Still Lena, but bolder, fierce. Almost not quite her. You sure you are okay? Freya asked. I'm perfect, Lena said, smirking. Today, they'll finally see me. She left, but as the door closed, Freya noticed something that chilled her. Her own reflection in the mirror blinked a second later than she did. Lena came back different, not tired, not hungover, radiant. Her hair looked fuller. Her voice carried authority. She didn't speak like the girl who Freya knew. She didn't even acknowledge Freya at first. You are not going to ask how the project went, she said finally, staring at herself in the mirror. Freya frowned. How was it? I was the star, Lena whispered, touching her lips. Everyone was amazed at my score, even Mr. Theo, the mathematics teacher. Freya's stomach turned. Theo? The no-nonsense mathematics teacher? It's just a lipstick, Lena. Lena laughed. No, it's more. I feel like I finally see myself. Freya saw it too. Her confidence, her glow, but something else. That mirror, it kept showing a version of Lena that didn't quite move the same, didn't smile the same. And that night, Freya dreamed of a girl dancing in red lipstick, spinning until her face blurred. Then, a whisper, if she keeps it, she will disappear. It wasn't just confidence. Lena started skipping class, and her teacher was worried and asked her best friend, Freya, her whereabouts. Freya told them that she was in the dormitory. The teacher asked her, is she alright? She replied, Lena is sick. So the teacher decided to check out on her. And when the spirit that possessed her noticed that the teacher was coming, it left her alone. And suddenly, Lena regained consciousness. The teacher asked her how she was feeling. She said, I'm alright, but I've not seen you in the class for the past 2 days now. The teacher felt her body temperature and took her to the doctor. The doctor administered drugs. they should buy in the pharmacy, and they came back. She'd stare into mirrors for hours, whispering things in languages Freya didn't understand. She took a catwalk, posing like a model, saying, "This is the real me." Haha. But her reflection, sometimes it moved on its own, other times it watched her. Freya saw when Lena was brushing her hair in front of the mirror, but in reality, Lena's hand moved left. The reflection moved right. Freya told her Lena was furious and said, "Don't spy on me." "I'm scared for you," Freya said. "That lipstick." "It's mine now," Lena snapped. That night, Freya searched the old cupboard in the hall. In a dusty drawer, she found a small envelope on which was written, "To whoever finds this, this lipstick belonged to her. She was an alumni who died in the school." Mirror shattered, lips lead. They say she now lives in the reflection, looking for someone to wear her again. Don't let her in. Freya looked up. There in the corner mirror was a flicker of red. Watching. For 2 days now, Freya noticed that her movements were slow, her eyes sharp, her smile too wide. Lena turned, rehearsing, "Life is a stage now." "What are you talking about?" "I have her memories. I see her past. The spotlight, the betrayal, the fire. She's helping me become more." Freya's voice trembled. "She's not helping you. She's replacing you." But Lena only chuckled and whispered to the mirror, "Don't listen to her." Behind her, the mirror shimmered, and Freya saw it. Another face layered over Lena's face. Pale, older, red-lipped, and smiling. Freya screamed, "Take it off! Take the lipstick off!" Lena's eyes turned black. "Too late," she whispered. That night, Lena was so afraid that she ran outside the dormitory. Freya made a plan. She waited until Lena fell asleep. Mirror covered, lipstick still on her nightstand. Freya reached for it with trembling hands, but just as her finger touched it, the mirror cracked silently and whispered, "Take her place or lose her forever." Freya gasped. "You want me?" Silence. She lit a candle. Then, let's make a deal. Let us make a deal. The flame flickered. The mirror rippled. "I will trade," Freya said, "my image for hers, my reflection for her freedom." The lipstick trembled on the dresser. "Let her go," Freya demanded, "and I will wear it." When Freya woke up, everything was still. Lena sat by the window, blank-faced, her voice soft again. I don't remember anything, just dreams. And read. Freya said nothing. She looked into the mirror. She was still herself, mostly, but her reflections, eyes, were slightly off. Watching, waiting. Lena found the lipstick still on the dresser. Let's burn it, she said. But Freya stopped her. No, we can't destroy her. We just have to contain her. So they locked it away in a box in the floorboard. But every so often, Freya caught her reflection mouthing words she never spoke. And late at night, she heard music, applause, the sound of heels across a wooden stage. Days passed. Lena returned to herself, shyer, kinder, quieter. Freya stopped wearing makeup, stopped staring at herself too long. She focused on real things, people, peace. But she kept the lipstick hidden and the mirror covered, just in case. One evening, she stood before it, courage building in her chest. She whispered, I see you. I know what you are. But I choose to be me. The mirror remained still. No reply. Lena now noticed that her friend Freya has started acting strangely. She reported to their class teacher and narrated all that had happened to them and what they had passed through. The teacher and the students prayed to God for Freya's deliverance and freedom. The teacher said in her prayer, we don't care to know your powers, but we know that there is nothing God cannot do, and that it had been appointed unto a man to die once, and after that, judgment follows. So therefore, you familiar spirit, come out of her. And at once she came out, shouted, and gave a loud cry, and left Freya alone, and everybody was happy. If this story moved you, hit the like button. If it made you think twice about what you accept from friends, the gifts you'll receive from people, and the kind of persons you choose to be your friends, drop a comment. Share this story with someone who needs the reminder. Subscribe for more real, raw stories that whisper the truth in the dark.